Good evening, my lady. It's time to open up about a God I know, and then about I. There is a man here, is plagued. All of them are plagued that are males. All, including I, including you, including the women. This man walks around gripping his hands and rubbing them back and forth, like washing but not. He has a petrified look, like an animal, a deer looking into headlights. A demeanor that is spunk but beaten. He is important for hell. You see, the first time Eve and Mary Magdalene was able to open up about this God, he was writing his name down to give to the one that is in charge of community. Whenever he gave him his name on that piece of paper, the man had a petrified look, and the thought that come into the man's mind was, I hope he likes the way my name is written. And that's all he was thinking. Here's a man who has been molested too much by over 15, not sons, no, by 15 monsters. He is sweet, but he is gone. A man that if you saw what I saw, you would be broke down. Pray for this man. I pray for this man as often as I can. My dear Eve, my dear Spirit of Truth, my dear Candace, allow her, she, my lady, my baby, to be filled with the Spirit of Truth and the Holy Spirit as I share with you about I. Starting from birth to the age of 5, I was outgoing. I would walk up to anybody in a restaurant and talk. Not about something childish, but asking them how their day has went, because I got it from my mother and my father. The year that I went into middle school, my body began to change because I was the most cutest boy at Burns Elementary. At Burns Middle, my nose grew. My chin began to get weak. And I began to get made fun of. From the year 6th grade all the way up until sophomore year, I was made fun of before class, after class, before school, and after school, straight to my face. Every day, except for 7 days. I was given a reason to hate, but I didn't. It turned me into one who is anti-social, but not. my junior and senior year, I grew to be the best looking man in high school. Every female that was popular lost their ability to get with I. Because one, I wasn't going to give it to them. And two, the demons that a popular girl has, they can't change their course. Not until their 30s. I did my best. I balled out of control at one point. I was able to get laid at the age of 19 because no girl gave me a chance because of my physical appearance, the demons, and the plagues. My smile is almost here. My looks are fixing to match my insides. I will be whatever you need me to be. My emotional responses as middle school and high school was nervousness, anxiety to a percentile of 500%, medium, average, mean. All those terms are mathematical. I was constantly plagued. Drugs was the only answer that I had. Everyone from the church my parents went to made my own heart say that if a follower of Jesus Christ acts like that, I'm never ever going to be a part of it. This breaks my heart on how bad they treat people. They would judge them. And then they would be so questionnaire about their life that they kept on prying into my mother and father's business while they should be worshiping God. I had no God. I hated Satan because of the dreams that I would have. He would come into my dreams because I'm God. He has done his best, him and the Antichrist, the whole crew, in order to plague my heart for testing. They did their best to make sure that I made deals. I could not get a woman friend. I mean, I could get a friend, but I couldn't get some. And I needed some of that heart. Because even though I never got some, my heart was able to stay intact. So I stayed lonely. And music was my best friend because little did I know, but know a lot now, is that they released a ton of the feel-good chemicals. I graduated. I went to prom with a very hot girl that gave me the time of day before my looks turned out to be the way they did. It was fun. But then I graduated. My looks went away again. Another plague. I went from being the hottest senior to now looking like a meth head. The emotional responses got worse. So I kept on doing more drugs. Quickly rolling around to age of 21. Quickly there, you see, my day by day was treacherous, impending doom. There was always rain. There was always thunder. The lightning would always strike, day after day. I saw my best friend in the obituary because he shot himself in the head 25 feet away from me because of a reason that was explained at the age of 40 by my God, Eve. Once that happened, I lost my brother at the age of 27 in one of the most heartbreaking events that the Snyder family has ever had. My college years were easy, and I dated a lot of women. Had a relationship for 2 years that was disastrous. I'm going to switch gears right now. This is Christopher, and I need my Candace. I need my Candace right here. Because, lady, I'm going to tell you that there is a certain definition that is given for how well one can talk to another face to face. If we was to put that at 100% for you and I, the only thing that can be described is that we would be crawling up the walls because the Holy Spirit would be picking us up. Everything is determined by a percentile. What you look at me with. Look at me. Are you thinking of a percentile right now? Because you see I, and now I see you. It's just the way it is. I love you, my lady. And this video is already running too long. I will talk to you soon. Have a good night. Pure dreams. Pray to eat. Pray about that man. Pray for your strength. I love you. My baby.